Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Paul Reed and I'm a photographer. I've always had a love for monochrome photography. I mainly shoot in black and white even now, but from way back whenever I picked my first camera up as a small boy, I just was drawn to black and white photography, and it's always been that way ever since. Now, I've had ups and downs throughout my photography life, but one main turning point, especially in this digital era, was the Leica Q2 Monochrom, which I picked up probably about 4.5 years ago now. And that was part of a big change and me concentrating on what I love, which is black and white photography. Those who watch this channel will remember a time when I swapped that Leica Q2 Monochrom for an M10 Monochrom, and I didn't gel with that M10 Monochrom. For some reason, it just didn't feel right to me. And I think that was partly because I had to swap the Q2 Monochrom for the M10 Monochrom. So I had to get rid of my beloved Q2 Monochrom in order to own an M Monochrom. But there were other things about that M10 Monochrom that just didn't gel. I can't put my finger fully on it. The files were different. There was just something not quite right about me and the M10 Monochrom. But I still had in the back of my mind that at some stage I would get another M Monochrom, and I've had my eye on one particular type of M Monochrom for some time. I do love nice things. I love old things. I love mechanical things, and anything that kind of gives me some emotional connection with the actual gear itself. I just love using that sort of thing. I've had my M6 now for a long time and I just love using that camera. What I wanted was something, I guess, that felt as similar to me as that M6, and I know that M10, maybe the feel of it and the shape of it is more similar to the M6 than some of the other models of M Monochrom, but I went for the original M Monochrom. This is the one with the CCD sensor, the one that Kodak developed. By the way, I got this from the Leica store in London. There was no way that I was going to take a chance on this camera. I know that the sensors needed to be replaced in these cameras because of corrosion, and these are hard to get really. They're hard to get a one where the CCD sensor has actually been replaced by Leica, and this one I knew had. Whenever I hold my workshops, I always make sure to choose some of the subjects, and everybody gets a chance for their time with those subjects. They get to interact with them and they get to move them where they want. And here's some of the photographs that I took. If you'd like to come on one of my workshops, I'll leave a link in the description so that you could go have a look there and see what data are available. I've got workshops in London, Paris and New York, and I'd love to see some of you on those. If you can't get to any of my workshops, there are some other ways that you can learn from me. I run an online course, so you can go, I'll leave a link in the description to that as well, because that's something that you can do on your own. But that online course has been so popular and so many people have learned so much by doing that online course. The other thing as well is that I've got the Monochrome Madness Handbook coming out very soon. Should be out on the 1st of October. You can pre-order that now. That's an A5 book, thick, full of photographs, full of my settings, full of hints and tips and lessons on how to take great street portraits, street photography and fine art photography. This is something completely different than anything that I've ever done before, but you're going to absolutely love it. And then the last way that you could learn from me is if you're wanting something more one-to-one, then I do run a mentorship program, and that's where you meet up with me over Zoom once a month, and then in between we deal with each other as well over email and text. So if you're wanting that, then there'll be a link in the description to that as well. I love those portraits. I'm not saying that they're any better or worse than my Q2 Monochrom portraits, but I can carry on with that sort of mindset that I'm going to be shooting black and white now, even if I'm shooting with a 50mm lens. This camera, it is just as good as what people say it is. So yeah, there's a few things where it's not as modern as a lot of the later M mount cameras. The shutter, you know, is pretty crazy, but it sounds good as well. But is the CCD sensor in this camera as magical as what everybody says? There is definitely a look to it, and I do love the look. But what I will say is I can really edit the files on this camera to look quite similar to the files on the Q2 Monochrom. I do love this camera a lot. I love the feel of it. I love everything about it. Of course, there's things like you're not going to get live view and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to shoot at extremely high ISOs like you can on the Q2 Monochrom. But really, why would you want to do that when you're using an M camera? If I just want an authentic M mount camera experience, and this is really giving me that. I also took some portraits on the Q2 Monochrom as well, and I'll show you those because sometimes I just feel that that's the camera that I need to take that particular portrait on. So here's just a few portraits that I took with the Q2 Monochrom. So this isn't going to be some huge change for me shooting with this, because I will be shooting with the Q2 Monochrom as well. I love that camera so much, and sometimes I do just want that autofocus, but I am really enjoying using this camera and it feels right to me, and that's all I want. I want to go out and feel good whenever I'm shooting. I don't want to be kind of second guessing and wondering, should I have this camera? I definitely know that this camera is for me. This is the M Monochrom for me to go with my Q2 Monochrom. Thanks everybody for watching. I really do appreciate you watching this channel, and I appreciate all the kind comments that I get and all the emails and things that I get. Look, this is not really another chapter shooting with this. It's more just that I've got an option here of using different focal lengths, but I've got to say that I'm enjoying using this so much that you're going to see a lot of images from this camera in the future. Thanks again for watching everybody. I'll see you next time.